Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Today we're gonna be playing with color, quite literally. So I have this, what is this? Master Mattes Pro Lip Palette from Makeup by Mario. I have had it for quite a while actually, and as you can see, I have already played with this quite a bit, but I feel the urge to play with this once again, so that's what we will be doing. As a fair-skinned person, it's difficult for me to find nudes that actually look like nudes. On me, sometimes they look like nudes on other people, and then when I put them on, they're just too intense. They make a statement, which is not what you always want when you're wearing a nude, right? Sometimes you just want your lips but better, or your eyes to pop more, and that's very difficult to achieve if you're very pale. Now, I find a few nudes that do that for me, but they still aren't 100% perfect what I'm looking for. So I will try to create them today with this palette. I don't make promises. I haven't played with this nearly enough. I understand color theory, I am a makeup artist, I understand the different undertones, but it's still something that I'm not very used to. So probably it will be a fail, maybe not. I will be trying to create two different shades today. One will be a brown nude and one will be a pink nude. So let's get started. Okay, so this will be our workstation. Let me try adjusting the lighting so that you can see more. I am very sorry if you hear a lot of noises today. I live near vacation homes, and today it's national holidays in the UAE, so there's a lot of, yelling and jumping in the pool going on. But anyways, I will be using these two brushes, this to get the color out and this to apply it. This had its own brush I cannot find. So I want to start with the pink nude actually. So what I'm going to do is start with the nude they proposed, this one here in the corner. And I grab just a little bit, and you are supposed to use this for mixing. So here's our shade. Now if I try this is a bit too peachy on me, which means this has quite a bit of yellow, so I will be adding some blue actually. Here's some blue, and then I'm actually adding a tiny bit of white, because I think the blue might make it a bit deeper. And then we try mixing this. So what happened here is this turned into a gray, literally, which means I need to add some warmth again with a bit of red. And now I want more pink, so let me grab a bit of fuchsia. Fuchsia is a cool toned shade, so it won't warm it up, but it will make it a bit pinker. And I might add a bit more actually. Still think this is too gray for me, so more red. It isn't it is a science, but it's very difficult to get from the get-go. So see, now this is violet, so it means I need to counteract that with some yellow. Okay, so this is interesting. Now this looks like a color I like, but I still feel that it's too deep for my skin tone. So let's try actually on my skin. Maybe it's not. So this is the original shade, and this is what I came up with, which is actually fairly good. It's actually a good color on me. Let's try this on the lips actually and see if maybe I need to adjust the saturation or if it's fine as it is. What I was looking to achieve is more of a hazelnut latte type of shade, and this might be a bit too pink actually. So before I try it on the lips, I will add just a brown on the corner here so that I don't ruin the rest of this thing. Okay, and let's try by cleaning this brush first. So yeah, you can see the difference. This has more brown. Let's try both. Let's try both and see if I need to lower the saturation a bit. Okay, so let's try the brownish shade first. I will do like half. That's actually a pretty shade, not counting the fact that I made a mess of the swatch. This is the hazelnut pink, and let's try it without the brown addition to it. Okay, so the difference is minimal, but you can see how this is definitely more brown here and this is more pink. I actually quite like these. Let me try applying this on the rest of my lips as well. This is the lipstick. I have to say I quite like this. I quite like this. Let me try just for shits and giggles. Adding a touch more brown directly on the lips. So this is the brownier version. I just added some brown to it. Yeah, I like this. What do you think about this color? I think that it doesn't jump out, so it doesn't really stand out. It looks native on my skin, like it looks like it makes sense. Sorry if I'm looking at the viewfinder, but... And this is the first shade. I will call it Hazelnut Latte. Does it make sense? Hazelnut Latte. I don't know why we are in this era where latte is now pink for some reason. Like, you know, latte makeup. It is caramelly, but it also has some pink. I don't know why lattes aren't pink. So I don't quite understand, but I like the name. It sounds good. It sounds like something I'd like to drink. And yeah, I like the shade. So let's actually proceed with number 2. So what I'm going to do here is just scrape this and I will place it here so that I have a tiny bit of this. If I had the original brush, it would have been way simpler to get this. Anyways, we have some product here on the side. So for the brown lipstick, I actually have some inspo. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury, sorry for the flash, this is the Supermodel lipstick and she's very pale. As you can see, this makes a statement. I want this but toned down, so let's see if we can recreate it. So for this, I'm going to be starting with, let's see, maybe this shade here. Yeah, that's perfect. This shade here, which I haven't touched yet. And then, since I want to make it less saturated, I will be putting in some white and see how this transforms. If we end up creating the same shade as before, I'm gonna be mad. At this point, I think we need a bit more brown. So I'm going to add this brown here, which is also a bit deeper. So this will bring the saturation up a notch again. And swatching this, let's see what we have. It seems like it's a bit too burgundy for now. Yeah, this is a great color. I like this a lot because it has a hint of purple, but I'm not really looking for purple. So I'm going to add yellow, touch of yellow, and then again some white because I still think this is too deep, and see what we come up with. So swatching this. Okay, so this is interesting. It is definitely less saturated, but just a tiny bit. And it seems like it's still a bit too purple for me, so I need to add more yellow. Where are we adding yellow? Because it's the color that is opposite to purple on the color wheel. Trying this. And I have huge scratches, but complain to my cat. See that this is definitely less purple than the other two. That's nice. I just still think I want this a bit less saturated. We're going again into the white. And I know I'm creating a mess in the colors. It's fine. It's my own product. Nobody else is using this. Yeah, it doesn't bother me, so it shouldn't bother you. Let's watch it like this. Where do I watch it? Here. Okay, I like this. The thing is, it's not that brown anymore. So I think I need to add more brown again. This is definitely more brown. So maybe this time I pick up this shade here, or let's see. Yeah, I'm going to pick up this here. Okay, so swatching this. Please be more brown. Please be more brown. It's still getting that purple. No, I want it even brownier. So we should add red and green to add more brown. So let's try avoiding the pre-made browns and creating our own. Red and green. I can add red. I don't have green, but I can do blue and yellow and see what we end up with. This is definitely more difficult than I would have imagined, because this looks like chocolate here. So let's try swatching this. There's still that purple there. Let's try it again. Same colors, red and green. And I will also add a tiny bit more yellow because this purple is driving me nuts. I want it like a true brown, no purple. Maybe a tiny hint of pink is fine because it's a color that, you know, you often find on lips. But I don't want that purple. Is that too much to ask? Come on. Let's try again. Clean my brush. I'm running out of space on my hands. Oh, see that? That's definitely more brown. Yeah, definitely neutralized the purple. A tiny bit more yellow, and we should not have any hint of it. So please get out. Just get out. Okay, so I'm happy with this. Camera stopped recording. Don't know what happened. I like this shade. Now we tone down the saturation, adding some white, and then we try it out. So this is making me hungry for chocolate. It looks so good. By the way, this formula here in this kit is amazing. It lasts very well. It's not the same formula Mario has in his bullet lipsticks. Those feel more powdery. So this is the saturation we are at. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty confident with this. Let's try it out. As earlier, I will still do a bit of this that is even more saturated, even less saturated actually, just so I can try both. But if it becomes too pale, it will make me look dead. So there's a fine balance. So this is actually the part, the one that is more saturated with less white. So let's try the one with more white. I'm a bit scared now, seeing how this turned out. This might be too pale. Yeah, no, this is definitely concealer lips on me. So I actually like the other one better. And I think we can actually make that one deeper. Let me get this out, and then let's get back to the drawing board. Just a few tweaks though. This time is just a few tweaks. I'm actually going to mix everything together, and then I'm going to be adding a touch of black. It looks a bit gray now, I have to be honest. Yeah, definitely more gray than I want. So I'm adding a tiny bit of red. This is a deeper red, not the pure orangey red. And more yellow. I'm almost out of yellow actually, which is crazy. It's not a color that I thought I would use a lot of. But yeah, all these pre-made shades here, they tend to run a bit rosier and a bit more purple than I would love. So this is with more yellow. We have the purple back. Oh no, the purple is back. You know what? I'm just gonna add more yellow. When in doubt, add yellow. Okay, I think we're back on a non-purple basis. Oh, there was some yellow there. So let's try this on my lips. This is the last I do for this shade. Honestly, I cannot be bothered any longer. This is more difficult than I thought. Okay, so let me clean the brushes and let's see. I like this. Yeah, I can get behind this. It looks like milk chocolate. I will call the shade milk chocolate. Yeah, my lips are not recovering well. I made a swatch short and they are very inflamed now. So I like what I came up with, and I wanted to swatch them together, one next to the other, because I wouldn't want them to be too similar. But I actually think, yeah, I like this. I'm very pumped. But let's swatch them. So here first we have hazelnut latte. So hazelnut latte is a pinkish brown. This is hazelnut latte. And then I have milk chocolate. Yeah, it's two very different shades. One is more of a brown and the other one is it is a pink. With milk chocolate, so this one I would actually prefer using lip liner just to round this up well, but I like this. Just for comparison, I want to see, I had another shade made here when I was playing with this a few weeks ago. I made these shades, so I want to see how that differs from what I did today. So this is the shade I originally did. So this is definitely more beige, so it has more yellow. Now I see how that yellow finished. This is more beige, this is more brown, and this is more pink. I actually quite like this selection. I think that all of these would look great with a neutral brownish lip. For this hazelnut latte, you could also go with a more pink lip liner, but yeah, I actually really like them all. Here I have Heron from Makeup by Maria, which is a nude that I do recommend for fair skin. So let's see if this compares to any of them. That's interesting. So Erin seems to be a bit more cool toned and a bit more baby pink in comparison. And for the brown, I have another comparison, which is Natasha Denona lipstick in Noah. Oops. In Noah, this is a brown. Let's see if this... So it is quite similar to the one I did, the milk chocolate. The main difference here, I think, is that this Natasha Denona one has more gray. You can see from a certain light that it seems to have a gray, a touch, just a slight touch of gray. But, you know, overall, these are quite similar shades. So if you like any of these two I made, you could go for Erin or Noah. They're quite similar. They're not quite there, but this is just like small differences, but it's crazy that I made something that is close, but I think they work a tiny bit better for me because Noah, when I swatch it on my lips, ends up being noticeably grayer. This, not really. So I hope you had fun with this today, as much fun as I did. And if you like this video, please remember to subscribe. It's really appreciated, and I love making makeup content, so that's what I intend to keep doing. But without further ado, I will leave you to the rest of your day. Have a good one. Bye!